Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of All Out Predict the Outcome Special. We'll have match previews and predictions for AEW All Out. And we're going to go all out indeed. As we get the Pro Wrestling Show started with the All Out Predict the Outcome Special right here, right now, here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. All Out Predict the Outcome Special. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the All Out Predict the Outcome Special. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All Out coming your way this afternoon, and we want to get you set up and get you started right here, right now for the All Out Predict the Outcome. Right here, right now. Let's not waste no time whatsoever. We're gonna kick things off with this. We're gonna kick things off with this. Jon Moxley goes one-on-one against Darby Allin in a coffin match. Well, we know these two have been at each other's throats in constant weeks. Not this ain't Moxley. Well, yeah, you could say that's Moxley. Jon Moxley really taking a hit right here. The Darby Allin wants to put an end to Jon Moxley and do so. He's going to put him in a coffin. He wants to do so, and we'll wait for him to do so tonight, but to this afternoon by doing what he needs to do. These two have been each other's throats as kind of late, but like I said, this match right here is built on nutrition, and we're going to see this match go. Look for Darby Allin to get the victory. And Darby Allin's had got an interview this past week with Bryan Danielson. We don't know what Bryan Danielson going to do, and Bryan Danielson looks like he's going to be in the ear whispering to Darby something. But at the end, I think Darby Allin will take Jon Moxley to the limit, and Moxley won't be able to recoup like he was. So look for Darby Allin to win over Jon Moxley and get the victory over Jon Moxley in their coffin match as well. Well, we go to this right here. Eddie Kingston returns to pay-per-view. He takes on Big Bill, HBO Max, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Eddie Kingston is back. Eddie Kingston goes one-on-one against Big Bill. Big Bill proves that he wants to be the one to defeat Eddie Kingston is not going to return. Eddie Kingston telling Big Bill that he's going to return. He's going to return in a big way. So it looks like this is going to be Eddie Kingston's return. So we're going to look for Eddie Kingston to return and win the match. The way he's going to do. Look for that, seeing that for Eddie Kingston. Well, another match that everyone's talking about, reunion match, the legendary TLC team of Edge and Christian. Well, they're going to take on FTR, the Revival, one-on-one. This whole thing got started when Edge got betrayed by FTR in that tag team match, and Edge got beat up masculinely. Well, Edge could get his revenge the way he knows how, but he has reunited with Christian, which I really don't understand Edge and Christian with that situation. But Edge and Christian will be teaming up, and they're going to be teaming up again, reuniting this team, and they're going to be in all Toronto. So look for Edge and Christian. It look like what's their name? FTR. Looks like don't have no thick skin going after the fans in Philadelphia. FTR taking their voice, their opinions, and their frustrations out. Everyone. So look for Edge and Christian to get the win and get the victory over FTR. Edge and Christian did so tonight. So looking forward to see that Edge and Christian one-on-one. So we'll see that match as well for Edge and Christian. But look for Edge and Christian to win that match over, another match that everyone's talking about. Mercedes Moné takes on Riho. Looks like Riho is back, and Riho looking to get some revenge. And Riho looking for a title. She ain't been seen AEW almost for nearly 2 years. and Riho's back. And Riho wants some belt. But she got to go through Mercedes Moné, who's close to edge into Jade Cargill historic reign. Mercedes Moné not looking forward to stop as the women's belt collector, holding belts. So I want to say this: Mercedes Moné, she's gonna win over Riho. Riho coming back to give Mercedes a run for her money. So look for Mercedes Moné to retain her championship over Riho and do so as well. Another thing in the women's world championship as well, Tony Storm will take on Tekla and Jamie Hayter and Chris Stanley in a fatal four-way match for her women's championship. There's no question about that. It looks like Tony Storm, who's been deadly as lately, has been dangerous as lately. Look at the win. So look for Tony Storm to get the win, get the victory over these three ladies, and she'll sort of set her feud with Tekla down the road. So look for Tony Storm to be timeless once again. And the timeless one will retain her women's championship. And she did right here. Tony Storm, Chris Stanley, Jamie Haley, and Tekla. And as you can see right here, Tekla said, I'm coming for you like blood or something like that. So Tekla looking to take down Tony Storm, but I don't see it right now. Look for Tony Storm to retain her women's championship over Daniel Hayner. She's got Chris Stanley, and it might set up a match, a 6-woman tag team match between them three against these three coming forward. So look forward to seeing that as well. Another match that everyone's been talking about, MJF will go one-on-one against Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe and MJF will have a street fight. And you can tell right there, Mark Briscoe looking for a fight with MJF. I guess it's gonna make MJF more hungry and more vicious than ever before. He's more determined than Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe holding his infant son and stuff. So we'll see that coming forward. But look for MJF to MJF probably will win this one over Mark Briscoe. So as we see right here, MJF versus Mark Briscoe one-on-one. So looking forward to seeing that match and stuff. A match I'm personally looking forward to is this 6-man tag team match. That's the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, MVP, and Shelton Benjamin takes on the team of Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, Tom Kong and Toa Liona, the huge 6-man tag team match. And MVP this past Wednesday, let it be known, MVP said, I had to remind you, I've been about that life. I never stopped being a wrestler. I just added vocal representation to the repertoire. Big Unc, gonna see you Saturday, little nephew. You know what we do. I guess. So we saw that, as you can tell right there, the Hurt Syndicate and Ricochet's group in the Gates of Agony, they've been locked and loaded, and it's been a locked and loaded feud. As you can tell right here, the Hurt Syndicate, Ricochet, and Toa Liona. I don't know what Ricochet is going to add to the group, but I mean, out of all of them, I think all of them stars. I think, I guess they need like star power. I guess Ricochet is the only person that's been a star, but Ricochet hasn't been. At Ricochet, he's real nasty as a heel, but you kind of like it. But this Hurt Syndicate as well has been dirty as well, dirty as they come, and you can tell right there the Hurt Syndicate getting themselves ready, and you can tell right there MVP, like he said, look, he just adds vocal representation to his thing, but MVP and the Hurt Syndicate against this three group that's young and hungry, that's all in their 30s, and you tell MVP, Bobby Lashley, and Shelton Benjamin nearly in their 50s, looking to go. You can tell right there, what's going down. But we can tell you right now, the old guard is gonna win this. Well, I don't know if they if they're gonna give it to the Hurt to them, go ahead and give it to them now so it could be a return. So I'm gonna say the Kung, Ricochet, and Toa Liona will win over the Hurt Syndicate. I'd be shocked if the Hurt Syndicate win, but I mean they got the get paid for it, get them ready, get them set to go. So looking forward to seeing that between the Hurt Syndicate and the Gates of Agony. That match is gonna be real good. I'll tell you that right now. And what else we're missing? We're trying to figure out what else. Well, right here, we tell right here, Okada will defend the Unified Championship in a triple threat match against Kashab. What's his name in a match as well. So we're seeing a lot of moving parts and moving pieces as well. Look for Okada to retain, set up a match with him, and take up who. So we'll see that match as well coming up. As well as this, the tag team champions Bandino and Brody Lee will defend the tag team belts in a fatal four-way against the team of Jet Speed. We can show you that this right here. There was a brawl right there with the MVP situation and stuff like that, but I want to show you this right here. The Young Bucks, Jet Speed, and a host of others. We kind of know who's in it. The Young Bucks had won a victory this week, so they're in the turn. They're in this match. So the Young Bucks will go from there. So we'll see. But look for a lot of people saying the Young Bucks gonna win to regain the tag team championships. So we'll have to wait and see how that's gonna go for the Bucks. Well, we get to this right here. The main event of the evening. Hangman Adam Page defend the world championship against TNT champion Kyle Fletcher. We knew that Kyle Fletcher was the one that won the challenge. Him. He's young, he's hungry, he's ready to go. Kyle Fletcher wants to be the one to get the job done. Kyle Fletcher already a champion. He wants to be a double champion. In order to do so, he got to go through Hangman Adam Page. So this is Kyle Fletcher's moment. Kyle Fletcher and Hangman had the contract signing, and what a contract signing it was. Hangman looking to do so. Hangman being the man of the hour, and Hangman wants to show the world that he is not afraid of Kyle Fletcher. But you gotta watch your back from Don Callis, who said to Hangman Adam Page that you took the championship away from me when I was managing Kenny Omega, and now I want that championship back. You can tell that's an oxymoron right here. You tell right here. Um, what's been done? Don Callis has been a thorn into the Hangman Adam Page's side, and Don Callis looking to collect. And this could be Don Callis's moment, but unfortunately, Hangman Page will find a way to win. And perhaps Hangman said to Kyle Fletcher that you are the future, just not right now because I'm still the man of these parts. And you can see that right there, Hangman holding the gold. So Hangman Page will retain the world championship over Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher will be going back, holding the TNT championship, and perhaps getting him some reps to get himself together. It just ain't his moment right now. Down the road, he'll get that moment. It just won't be right now. But you can tell right here, Kyle Fletcher will one day for sure be a future world champion. Someday he dressed the part, he looks the part, he acts the part. Kyle Fletcher is on his way, but unfortunately, Kyle Fletcher won't be a two belt champion, holding the championships like he's doing now. But we'll see Kyle Fletcher versus Hangman Page for the world championship coming up. But look for Hangman Adam Page to retain the world championship over Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher will perhaps go on bigger and better things. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Predict the Outcome special for All Out. We're going to be all out tonight with All Out, predict the outcome, as well as review, as well as WWE WrestlePalooza, predict the outcome and review. So we're going to be having 4 videos out for you that's going to be dropping. And we thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the All Out Predict the Outcome special. I've been your host, Kendrick Dixon, and so long. We'll see you.